Hello friends and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Rosie. If you are returning, welcome back. Today I am using this AppleBlossomPrintsCo kit in my Caress Press inserts. Did I say what days this was for? This was for the 9th through the 15th. I'm a little bit space cadet-y today. If you couldn't tell, the art is clip art kits. The foil bundle is from AppleBlossomPrintsCo, and the foiled scripts you'll see at the end are from Plannahannah, as well as the solids. I do PR for Plannahannah, so you can use Rosey15 to save. And then before we go ahead and get into it, I am currently doing laundry. It is really close nearby where I'm recording this voiceover, so if you hear it, I apologize. Also, my dog Lucy and my cat Olivia are running around, living their best lives, so you might hear them as well. But let's just go ahead and get to this plan with me. If I sound like I'm in a mood, it's because, y'all, she is in a mood. I'm recording this voiceover on Tuesday, January 28th, and if you follow me on my Instagram, specifically my Instagram stories, this is the day that the car place has dropped my car from, I don't really know what happened, to be honest. The first story I was told doesn't sound like it is what happened. I was told that they had dropped my car from a jack. This is after they've had it now for entirely too long, and they've been telling me a separate story from my dad. I didn't want to take my car here. My dad insisted, because it would be a couple $100 cheaper. Yeah. And now we're here. So it's just been a day. That was just the cherry on top of the day. I actually told my manager, I was like, if I don't come into work tomorrow, check the headlines. Because, like, the kind of stuff that is going on in my life right now is, like, the things that make people snap. And I just feel like I just want to just scream, start banging my head into a wall. I'm just like... It's like when it rains, it pours. Anything that can go wrong has gone wrong recently, and it's just like ever so frustrating. So there's the fun update on current life, but back this week wasn't so dandy either. I don't really know how to talk about it on here. Because it's some work drama that had to do with a pay increase, which I know sounds like a good thing, but the way it was presented sounded like us veterans with the company were going to get severely shortchanged. And I had a complete and total mental breakdown. I don't know if you remember, if you've been around here for a while, like a year and a half ago, if I can find the plan with me, it happened on, I'll link it. If I can't, I make no promises. But there had been something that had happened similar, and it left an icky feeling in my stomach, and I thought that this was going to be like round 2. Happy to confirm, present day, it's not round 2. They had just read the information wrong, so it was a complete and utter breakdown for nothing. But at the time, it was very real. When I say I have never had a day at work like this. I could not hold it together. Like, borderline hysterical panic attack, somewhere in that realm. Like, I just split open between that. The previous week, my uncle had passed away. The holidays are already a time for me that give me extreme anxiety. They're not a great holly jolly time of the year for me, despite every year me trying so hard to like them. because I want to be that person that finds joy in the holidays, but I'm just not. They're like the darkest time of the year for me. So it just really pushed me over the edge for the next few days. I actually called out of work the following day and was like, I'm taking a mental health day, which, side note, despite me being hysterical over information that turned out to be incorrect through all this, work was fantastic. The day I was freaking out at work, they let me work in the back off the floor so I could still help the team and be productive, even though I was having a mental breakdown. And they completely understood with everything going on in my life that I just needed a mental day for myself. So that's what I did that day. And it ended up being kind of a blessing in disguise, actually, because it had snowed that day. And if it snows, I can't leave my house. It's just where I live, with the road I live on, it's not safe if it snows at all to leave. So I would have had to call. Sorry, I'm like now crying, reliving this, and probably from the stress of today. But we'll just have a little therapy session together, all right? But if it snows, I can't leave my house. So the fact that I had called out of work, I would have had to call out of work even without being a hot mess express. This is also leading into my uncle's funeral. I did not attend the funeral. I was animal sitter, which is fine. I say that, but I did feel like I was missing out. Not like that a funeral is good, but I felt like I was missing out on being there to support my cousins and my aunt who needed it. And it just, I feel like an outsider with all of my family. I am the only cousin out of that entire side of my family that did not grow up near each other at all. They all grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up in San Diego, California, and so it's like I already feel on the outside of everybody, so not attending this just makes me feel more on the outside, even though I know they all love me and I'm not. But like, just going back to not liking the holidays, anytime I've been to Ohio for the holidays, which is only like once or twice, they always like to go through like old holiday videos of the family, and they're always like looking at each other as kids, and I'm not in any of them. And they do it for hours. So it just, I knew I had to stay, and I knew it was the smart decision. But that also kind of aided into my mood for the week. I did enjoy using such a creepy Christmas spread. I just thought it really worked with the week. I didn't plan on using this dark of an art set theme for this week. It just happens to be the same week as my uncle's funeral. I had already planned it that way, and my holiday kits were pretty set in stone. So yeah, that's just bizarre. So this week that was like the big thing that happened. I also was hanging out with a guy who's now not important. So why bother? There was a few guys who I've dated recently who like me so much, and I have absolutely no interest in them back, dating-wise, and I just feel broken in that aspect, too, to be honest. This is one of those guys. I've known Jamie now for a year, and he is so sweet and checks off like every box, but yet You know, it's hard when you're in your mid-30s and just want a romantic partner, and it's like, is it me? Like, is the problem me? Because I can't seem to find anybody that I like, that is attractive, that isn't already married. Because any guy I seemingly, like, out in public or whatever find attractive or even nice to talk to, they always have someone, and obviously I'm not going to get in the way of that, but I just feel like all the good ones have been taken. So if you have had success in your mid-30s finding love, let me know down below, because your girl could use some positivity in her life. I didn't mean for this plan with me to be such a depressing suck fest, so I'm sorry, but I guess that's just where my headspace is. This is the only time between now and when I usually put up my plan with me's on Thursday morning that I have to film this voiceover, so it is kind of a little bit of a now or never scenario. So we're gonna get what we get and we don't throw a fit type of situation. Yeah, I get really nervous using dark underlays. I typically use black, I want to say. Have I ever used a really insane, I guess I did use Lavender Hollow once, but I paired it with black. I haven't mixed two colors together with underlays. There's always black involved. But let's go ahead and get into the day by day. Moving into Monday, December 9th, the first thing that went up was my plan with me for this week, which was the Close Encounters plan with me, alien themed. Can I talk? My goodness. Then I slept in this Monday. Really wish I could do it tomorrow, but instead I'm trying to convince myself to wake up early like a psychopath and get my workout done before work so I could be in a good mood. Moving into the bottom half of Monday, I played some Dreamlight Valley. I did my leg workout, and then I binge watched some of The Resident. Highly recommend. Moving into Tuesday the 10th, I did my makeup, and this morning I got Starbucks. I don't remember if work got it or if I got it, but either way, I had some Starbucks. And then this was the day that we had the discussion about the pay information that, again, was false, but that sent me into a downward spiral. So I used a bunch of Kisma girls from Glam Planner this week. I believe most of my icons I used this week are either from Carly Plans or Glam Planner or the foil bundle. To mark that, and then I put in that I was Tito sitting. Tito came to my house. I did my back and bicep workout. I played some Dreamlight Valley, and then I marked that I was just completely drained, totally on empty, waving the white flag, just could not, and that I ended up calling out the next day, which again, speaking of kind of blessings in disguise, because not only this day did it snow, I didn't sleep at all that night. I was up all night and I tossed and turned for a while. I read on my Kindle for a while. I tried to fall asleep to some podcasts that I like to occasionally fall asleep to. Nothing, y'all. Like, your girl wasn't sleeping that night. Then I felt guilty. I think it was because I felt guilty for calling out last minute. So then, to combat that, I ordered the team breakfast to surprise them, because I felt bad leaving them short-staffed last minute. And then I put in that it snowed. Then I did my shoulders, tricep, and chest workout. I put that this was the day my parents left for Ohio, and then this day I basically did my workout and slept all day long. Like, I woke up, well, I guess I didn't wake up, I never went to sleep. I got out of bed sometime at like 5 a.m., did my workout, and then basically slept the rest of the day. Yeah, really fun. Moving into Thursday the 12th, the first thing that went up was my plan with me, which was Witchy Home. This day, after sleeping all day the day before, I did sleep in as well. that mental exhaustion was just really kicking my butt. Then I did some planning this day, trying to play catch up. And then, speaking of playing, I played some Dreamlight Valley. Was back on that kick. I took a break for like a month around this point, but we're back in real time. And then I took a nap because I needed more sleep. Depression sucks. I was in a very depressed cycle here from everything. So, moving into Friday the 13th, it was my Uncle Ray's funeral. So I put that up top because I don't want to say the highlight, the key thing that I want to remember from the day, I guess. Not that you know what I mean. And then I slept in, I did my leg workout and my makeup, and then I played some Dreamlight Valley and hung out with Jamie. He came over and we played a few rounds of Mario Party, and then I was just too exhausted to do anything else, and so we just watched The Grinch. Again, he's super sweet, but I just don't have that spark. I don't know if I'll ever have a spark with somebody the way it was when I met Alex, to be honest. Because I've never felt that way with anybody else. And even though he and I are definitely just friends now, I'm still chasing like that feeling. Not him, but the feeling of that. Then moving into Saturday, I was pretty lazy and I played some Dreamlight Valley and I did some planning. And then I did my upper body workout, which this day that meant I completed the program I was doing, which is from the Alive app, and it is Strong Phase 1. And then I binge watched some of The Resident. Moving in to Sunday, I woke up to Tito being the big spoon cuddling me, and it was like the best thing to ever happen. He hasn't stayed with me since, but when he does, I'm like, please, Tito, do it again. It was, oh my God, it was so good. Yeah, I really need a man. Anyways, I played some Dreamlight Valley, and then this day I did my laundry. I want to say it was probably my sheets, and that was just the best matching sticker option I had. And then I did my makeup and went to work to round out Sunday, December 19th, and there's the close-up of the second half of the week. Here are the scripts that I formatted myself in. I think the font name is Christmas Mozart. It's from the font. I will have it linked down below. And then I get my custom multi from Words are failing me, y'all. I've been up since 4 a.m. Back to the car thing. Yeah, I woke up extra early because I've been borrowing my mom's car while my car is gone. I cannot speak. Just ignore my words not being pronounced right. So I stopped and filled up my mom's car and made sure it was extra clean and all that, so that it'd be nice when she got it back. And then Karma repaid me by having the guys drop it off of something onto another car and dent it. So, yeah, I know that was a very bit of a squirrel moment, but I just want my car back. I know I'm very fortunate that I can use my mom's car and all, but it's not my car, and I'm not as comfortable driving her car, and her car's a lot bigger. I feel like I'm in a boat. I feel like it's huge, and her car's not even big. But here's the final wiggle of this plan with me. So thank you all for the great therapy session. I feel so much better. I don't know about you, but if you are struggling, you are not alone. My DMs are open for you on my Instagram. It is RoseyPlans, like it is here. You are gorgeous, you are worthy, you are enough, and you are loved. If you haven't, hit that big red subscribe button down below, ring the bell, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out as a small part-time content creator. Leave any comments, questions, concerns down below. I hope you all have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Come on, am I gonna wait? Okay, bye friends!
about to sing.